Hello, thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about a PlayStation 2 game called Marl de Jigsaw, or Jigsaw with Marl. This is a game that's developed by Nippon Ichi Software. It's really based on an earlier work of theirs, which was called Māru-ōkoku no Ningyō-hime, or the Puppet Princess of Marl Kingdom. And this was released in the US as Rhapsody, a musical adventure on the PlayStation 1. This was back before Nippon Ichi had a US branch, so this was actually localized by Atlas. I played that game and I really enjoyed it. It's very cute, has a really nice story, just fun gameplay. It's not really hard, and it's pretty short. I think I remember beating it in about 15 hours, maybe when I played it originally, maybe a little bit more. And I just thought it was great. So I became very interested in the other releases in the series that didn't come out here, and one of them is this puzzle game. Nippon Ichi, I think at the time, was still a relatively young company, and they had released a few other games, actually puzzle-based games as well. Things like Jigsaw Madness on the PlayStation 1, which was localized here as well. I think they had a puzzle game on the Super Nintendo as well, the Super Famicom. So, we can see that this game is kind of a marriage of their initial puzzle games with their new Rhapsody Puppet Princess sort of universe here, and they did this with some other games too, like Mahjong, which is a mahjong game. But this puzzle game here is something that I want to show off.
そんなの決まっていますわ。私の好きな人はクルルちゃんですわ。そうなんだ。どうしましたの、クルルちゃん。私はね、チェロが好きだから。 クルルちゃんからずいぶんと素直ですわね。分かっていますわ。クルルちゃんチェルさんにラブラブですものね。だからね、クレアとはもう遊べないの。クルルちゃん、 何かおかしなものを食べましたわね。あれほど道に落ちてるものは食べてはダメって言ったのに。そうですわ、そうに違いありませんわ。でないと遊べないなんて言うはずないですもの。じゃあね、クレア。 嘘ですわ。クルルちゃん、どうしてですの？私が何か悪いことでもしました？それなら謝りますわ。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、クルルちゃん。だからお願いですわ。私を 一人にしないで。クルルちゃんの夢は毎日見ますけど、こんな嫌な夢は初めてですわ。ま、夢は夢ですわよね。 クルルちゃんに会いに行きましょう。いつも通りお約束の展開ですわね。
So, funny story, I ordered this game from eBay, and I got it for 20 bucks, and when I get it, it's sealed, but there's a sticker on it, half torn off from the Goodwill for $4.99. Now, I don't mind the price. I think I got a really great deal on it, and if somebody made 15 bucks on it, good for them. But really, how in the world, I don't know, just how did this end up at a Goodwill? Like, who turned this in? Like, what? Like, I don't know, I'm just imagining myself at a Goodwill, like, finding this game and just being like, what? Like, seriously? Like, I don't know, it's too bad I don't know where the eBay seller was from anymore, because I looked for their account and it's not there, and, like, I don't have the package anymore, but wherever it was, a pretty amazing series of events. Just he's like, oh, that's right, I was looking for my jigsaw puzzle. It's like, jigsaw puzzle. It's like, did you drop it around here? She's like, well, it's like, I don't really know if I dropped it, but it's like, I can't find the last puzzle piece anywhere. It's like, oh, that's too bad. It's like, did you try looking around a little bit? It's like, I already looked. It's like, I checked the drawers and under the bed. It's like, I even checked in your room. It's like, princess, please don't just go wandering into other people's rooms on your own. It's like, well, we can't play then, and, you know, even after I finally got a puzzle, well, that's too bad. It's like, oh, maybe, so I know, maybe it got mixed in with somebody else's puzzle. So this is the motivation here. We're gonna go around the land and battling other people, so that we can check their puzzles and see if Kururu's puzzle piece has gotten mixed in with theirs. So here we have a map. We can choose different locations. And you get another really nice scripted, voice-acted cutscene before each of these battles in the story mode. But here we are. This is the puzzle game. So as you can see, we just drag from 4 puzzle pieces at the top onto the bottom, and it's a competitive game. We're playing here against the CPU. But being a competitive puzzle game, one of the abilities is to interfere with the other characters. So you can see here we chose our strongest ability, which actually knocks puzzle pieces off of the other character's board. They also simultaneously had done this same ability here, which they just hit us with, which makes these lightning bolts around our hand. It actually slows down our movement. At the beginning we saw 3 different puzzles. We actually have done a series of 3 puzzles here in a row, so I'm on the 3rd and last puzzle. So if we get these last couple pieces in here, we should be done. So there we go. And we've completed this battle. And, being a puzzle game, it's actually, there is a competitive aspect to it. We were playing the story mode and playing against the CPU, but you can choose to play just sort of straight up puzzle mode, and in that mode we can choose our character. So let's go ahead and we'll pick the puppet Kururu. And we're just playing single player here, but you could play this 2-player with a friend, which is pretty neat. So we can see here this starts off with a what seems like a much easier puzzle than the one we were playing before. Much larger pieces. There are a lot fewer pieces to this puzzle, and it's also not a series of 3 puzzles. This is just one puzzle. And we're not playing it competitively. This is just kind of like a solitaire. let's go ahead and take a look at our settings, because that puzzle was pretty easy to finish. And surprisingly, there's actually a lot of different things we can change here. We can go from 24 pieces, which is what we're on now, all the way up to 150 pieces in the puzzle. So I went ahead and set this on 96. Now this is also the piece lines, so we can actually turn those off, so it's like doing a real puzzle. We just have to figure out which pieces interlock with each other. And then there's another option to determine whether you can rotate the pieces or not. So let's move it back to 24 so it's a little bit easier, but let's turn the rotation on, because I want to see what that's like without it being too gruelingly difficult. So here we can hit the triangle button to rotate the pieces, and just place them in place the same way we were doing before. So personally, I think this is a really neat mode, and I think it adds a little bit more challenge to the game. And I really like the fact that you can mix up the modes. So I think in the story, when you're playing competitively against the CPU, there's a certain challenge to it. But I think if you wanted to play this on your own, this is really accessible to anybody who's ever put together a puzzle before. I think this it's kind of a fun, classic, universal sort of style of gameplay that I think a lot of people can enjoy. So I don't think it's going too far to say that the basis for Nippon Ichi's successful franchises like Disgaea really is firmly rooted in these Marl games. I think a lot of the conventions, sort of the sprites, the music, the tactical style gameplay really comes from here, and I think it's a really neat series. It's a little bit too bad that more of these didn't come out in the US. But I'd like to leave you with a really nice song here from the opening, so I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.